So we have a kinship and we've been very good friends. So I always love being in sharing space with her. So is Maya and Siri. I mean, I've just, had like a wonderful relationship since I've met Maya and Siri, working with Siri. So I'm very excited to be on this panel. Thank you so much. So what's my why? For me, I'm an immigrant, right? I'm an immigrant from Jamaica. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I knew that I wanted to write my entire life. It's always been that thing. But nobody really believed that. My undergraduate degree is in English language arts, secondary education. I'm a certified teacher. But I loved learning. And I knew that education was the way out. So when I founded UWP in 2004, I can't believe that it's been that long because we're celebrating 20 years. So when we founded UWP in 2004, it was really just to make a difference, to have my voice. The name Universal Right Publications meant that it was my universal right to write. It was that simple, and I wanted to do that. So I started publishing academic, of course I'm a fiction author, I've written novels, I'm a poet, I've always been a linguist, but then I started publishing children's books. And then school boards started hiring me to do publishing for students. And I thought, in the Black community, most children have never even met an author, much less to even think of being an author. So I had the opportunity to go into state school boards and get children published so they could see themselves, because representation matters. By the time I was in my master's program, I knew that this was something that I really wanted to do full time. And then by the time I got to my PhD program, all hell broke loose. Because I met Dr. Malefiketi Asante. I was a first year graduate student in 2015, and I met him and he said, there's work for you to do. There is work for you to do for the Black community, for Black scholarship. So my why is, I'm a Black person living in an academic world where we are consistently marginalized over and over again. Our voices are muted, we are censored. Even the most prolific scholars do not have the ability to fully express themselves at the levels, because we are not in the spaces of being editors, of being behind the curtain, making the decisions of who's getting published, who's accepting your work, who is editing your work so that your voice is not toned down and whitewashed. So yes, that's my why. How can we elevate ourselves and be stronger together? And that's why I'm here.